So let's say, for the sake of that all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years. Say 10 feet.
Surprise, everyone. I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing fine. Here we are. We're rolling. Oh, I should, before we get rolling too much farther, need to double check. Here we go. Please send a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. We set it to 0. Like, come on, guys. In any case, here we are. Stopped in Ironforge because we wanted to do some banking. Originally, I was going to head back up to Western Plaguelands, but after disconnecting last night and finally getting back in, I wanted to at least see if my character was still alive. And turns out I am. Abysmal. I like that name, but it should be a warlock. That's a paladin. Abysmal, yes. Anyway, so if we got to keep an eye out for anybody from Frontier, so we can give them King's buff. Oh, we better. We're running a little low on Ungoro soil again here. We only got 10 more. Only 10 more pulls. Surprised, by the way. I wasn't originally planning to stream today, but here we are. Finally, some Morrow-Grain. Okay, so we technically have a Morrow-Grain turn-in we can do. May as well throw it out there. There's Frontier. 15 Warrior. Bring it. That's our new rule for right now. If they're from Frontier or Front 2, we buff. There's the banker for... Well, that's not Frontier. Anyway. Okay, so we got a couple of options today. We could do the run back out to Silithus. Maybe we should do that. Then we can pick up some Ungoro soil on the way. We can do... Let's say about Aqua Mentis here. I was going to look that up. Dangerous to go alone. Yeah, it's still a yellow quest. I mean, I feel like we've got the tools to take this guy down. He hits quite hard, 250 melee, plus 50 from the fire, or like Flames Aura. There's 350 with a fire spell. We don't have... We had a flame sack or two so that we could make some fire protection potions. We need fire oil. Fire oil I think we can make from... Oh, we need Firefin Snapper for fire oil. Where does one get... small flame sacks? That's the big... They drop from Sprite Dragons in Fairless. From Whelps. In Swamp of Sorrows. Wetlands. Dustwallow Marsh. Badlands. Oh, those are the elite guys in Badlands. Trying to find some that are you know, not going to be... 41% drop chance from Sprite Dragons? Really? That surprises me a little bit. I feel like we had a breadcrumb quest to go to Feathermoon anyway for some reason. It's not in my log if it was. Probably when we pick up in Darnassus. Yeah, I wasn't planning to stream today, so... But what is their loot table? Yeah, 41% drop chance for small flame sack for the sprite darters there. Probably worth going there to grab a couple, because if we had that, then I would feel much more comfortable. And they're level 47 to 50, so they should be mostly green. Not that I'm worried about their damage or anything. The idea of grinding gray mobs for loot drops. It seems odd to me that the Sprite Dragons would, I guess technically they're called dragons, right? We never did do the third Distress Beacon quest either. I'm seeing that's a drop chance on here too. And that's kind of out of our way. What about Burning Steps? There's quests in here, and they're at our should be at or around our level. You would think that something in Burning Steps here would drop flame sacks, right? But yeah, there's none in Burning Steps. Odd. Because that's way closer. Pretty sure we grabbed the flight point there. We should probably consider doing some quests there anyways. They're right around our level. I knew there was a third zone between the Plaguelands. I mean, there's two Plagueland zones, but between them and that, I knew there was some options there. But yeah. What else drops them? Dire Maul, Swamp of Sorrows. Yeah, the Sprite Darters and Fairless are by far the Sprite dragons and sprite darters. There's two different... Well, the sprite darters are friendly. It's the sprite dragons that are neutral. Dust Wallow Marsh. Oh, that's near Thoros. Yeah, I mean, the Feralus one is probably our best bet, to be honest. We're gonna have to fly down to Menethil, and from there we can see. But I feel like we could do. Got a letter we need to take with us to Silithus, so we should grab that. Yeah, if we just had a couple of those fire protection potions, that would make Aquamentus much, much easier. And why not be an alchemist and do this, right? We have the Rabbi Saturna's letter. There we go. Okay. Still have the Fellwood, the Final Blow quest as well. That one we should probably be able to do just fine as well. But I'm going to hold off on it for now. Talk to Windcaller, Proud Hornet, Cenarian Hold. And then Wasteland. Those are the two breadcrumbs from Moonglade. Valor's Rest Graveyard in Silithus, and this one is sending us to Cenarian Hold in Silithus. Not the friendliest zones we could be heading to.
Watch, get her back.
Yeah, if we're gonna go through Ungoro, we're gonna be, I wouldn't say most of the way there, but we will need to get some Firefin Snapper on the way. Be really convenient if they would have some out front of the harbor in wetlands there, but I'm not sure whether going through
How are you?
where are we here? Not sure if going through Theramore or probably Theramore is closer. Probably. Not a guarantee, but probably. Alright, there we go. To make sure things aren't goofed up. Nope, seems fine. I'm in with the stream. Red Dragon Scale Breastplate. Look at that. 12 fire resistance. Increases healing done. What does this look like? It's Red Dragon Scale. It's got red. It's got, yeah, red trim, but kind of like mine better. I did end up finishing, after my narrow escape yesterday, I did end up finishing the quest for the skeleton fingers and the quest for the temporal doodads for Chromie. Kind of done as much as I can so far on that. I don't think we're going to do Alas Anderhall. I've still got it in my quest log. It just seems like a bad idea. Try and solo it. Just too many ads, I think, more than anything. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. We should try and do It's Dangerous to Go Alone, but yeah, I would love a couple of fire protection potions before tackling that. And this seems like a reasonable way to do it. No Firefin. There's a few up the coast. Maybe we'll check up the coast before we go over to I mean, there could be some in Feralus too, but I think it's mostly stone scale eels over there. I feel like a little run up and down coast of wetlands here won't really do us any harm, you know? Okay, I'm seeing things. Thought I saw something questionable in the water. The world has changed. Feel it in the water. Whoops. Thought we could make that jump. Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance of floating wreckage. I don't think we're going to get anything useful out of floating wreckage at this point. I mean, we could use a large...
Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk.
Hey, Jackie. We could use a large knapsack, but I'm a dwarf in this character. I always need a drink. I decided we're going to go try and do... Well, first of all, I decided I was going to stream today. Yes, we're going to go try and do Blaze Runner. But I realized that Blaze Runner does a lot of fire damage. And we have the recipe for fire protection potions. We just don't have the Fire Fin Snapper that we need, or the Flame Sacks we need. So we're going to... Oh, yes, I see it. My pardon. Beg my pardon. There's no audio alert for that, and it doesn't appear... This is my excuse, Jackie. It appears in the event ticker on the far right with no audio cue, but it doesn't show up in the multi-chat window, which I wish was something I could change. But, Here you go. I'm drinking. Firefin Snapper! Huzzah! And I know that wasn't the kind of drink you were referring to either. I'm fishing in the rain, just fishing in the rain. Oh, pardon me. I'm drinking in the rain. Of course we got Strangle Kelp. Come on! And our fishing skill went up, so there's that. There we go, 1 Firefin Snapper. I want at least 4. No, it's there. It's valid. I apologize that you had to call me out for it, as well as pull a watertight trunk. Yeah, why is it that cats always want to find... Oh, here's another pool. Perfect. They always want to find the most inconvenient place to sit at any given time. It's almost like it's some sort of genetic imperative that they have. Oh. We got 3 casts from the last pool and only 1 fish. The odds are not kind of in our favor right now, I feel. He's snooze. Oh my goodness, yes. Well, sleeping, sitting, whatever you want to say. Always in the way, though. Okay, so fire oil. We need 2 snapper for each fire oil. We need more fish than I thought we did. Where is it? Fire protection potion. We need 1. We only need 1 fire oil for each potion. For some reason, I thought we needed 2, but non-mouse hand, yes. Well, I'm sure he sleeps better knowing he's being an inconvenience. There's more than one reason we don't have a cat, but that's not the top of the list, but I'm afraid it's on the list. Jackie. I get all the cat experience I need at work now, of course. More oily blackmouth. We got enough for 2 of the things here. I just wouldn't mind grabbing like 2 more, so we can have 3 of them. Because in theory, we can chug the potions back to back. There we go, Firefin Snapper. Shortest night of the year, 20.5 hours of daylight. My goodness, my wife would hate it. Hate it more in the winter, I'm sure, than in the summer. But, yeah, 3.5 hours of darkness. And it's not even darkness, like it's not true darkness. Does that mean you're staying up extra late? Somehow I doubt. Oh. Well, I guess we got 6. We're almost to the end here, so. Blackout curtains are a lifesaver. Yeah, we have blackout curtains on our bedroom window. Doubled over. And a set of normal blinds as well. She actually has one of those like cloth things with the elastic that she can put over her eyes. Keep it truly dark. What you get for having very pale eyes, hey dear? Jackie was just saying it's the shortest day of the year for them right now. Which is to say that they have 20.5 hours of daylight today. I don't know if you heard her. Oh, sorry, shortest night, yes. I said that wrong, but she knew what I meant. Yes, the opposite of what I said, I know. You are correct. But yes, her response was, that sucks. That's all she said. But, yeah, like, where I have, you know, kind of brown and green, kind of hazily irises in my eye, hers are very, very light gray. Gray-green, kind of, they're very pale. So they block out basically no light. On a cloudy day, she usually wears sunglasses to drive. Because it's almost worse when it's cloudy out, because then the light is diffused rather than kind of constant. Like, you can put the sun visor down, but because the clouds refract and reflect the sunlight differently, she has a hard time even seeing. Like, she will not drive at night when the road is wet in the city. She will, like, in the country if she has to, because there's not so much traffic. But in the city, with the glare from the lights, don't have a fishing pole. We may as well get 10 of them if we can. Then we'll have a full stack. We can get a full stack of fire protection, and that should last us all for whatever other cases we might need it for. Since we're here. Come on. Well, we might actually get another fishing skill up here too. If we're lucky. I'm actually having a harder time seeing another watertight drunk. Seeing the fishing pool with the glare off the water and the rain ripples. Very pretty effect, but it makes it hard to see the border of the thing, except for right at the end of the little pulse there. Alright, well, we don't really need any more, do we? Oh, Scouting Gloves of the Eagle. 4 intellect, 4 stamina, leather gloves. Those would be super for level 18. And a bunch of money. I mean, that's a bunch of money too, but... Alright, we're off to see the vendor. Ooh, floating wreckage. Ah! I'm trying to jump in the water there, I promise. Do I really need a floating wreckage? No. Am I compelled? Is it in my contract? Strangle kelp, of course. What else would you expect to get from floating wreckage? And some Rumsy rum. Of course, this is only the 10 stamina stuff, because it's lower level. We're not going to get a single crate out of this thing, are we? Nope, more strangle kelp. I will appreciate it. I will check that image momentarily. And you were doing that that quilt with the temperatures, is that right? Is that for every day of the year, 1 square? We got one. We got one watertight trunk. All right. I think we can ride while we open these. We got a large blue sack. Sweet. I mean, I don't really need it, I guess, but just because all of our bags are at least that size. Temperature's been very steady. Oh, well, that's. I mean, weather-wise, that's nice. But for variety, make the temperature span smaller. Yeah, that makes sense. If possible. So we'll hang on to these, but all the rest of this junk. Oh. Yeah. We can't sell the letter, I guess. Yeah, it's one of those tricky things, I guess. I mean, it's a very cool idea. But it depends on what your weather patterns are like and what you end up with in any given year. 5-degree spans? Yeah. I mean, I can see why that is a place that makes sense to start at, you know. I wonder if there's an alchemy... Oh, I think maybe back here. An alchemy vendor. I can make these into fire oil now, so I might as well. Especially since we're apparently going to have to wait a minute or two for the boat. Reagent vendor. Herbalism trainer, so... Ah, alchemy supplies. Perfect.
May the stars guide you.
Stars guide you. Have a week that's exactly the same, yeah. Okay, which is gonna be from here over to there. Should be shorter, but I have a feeling it's gonna send us down and over. But that's a pretty long flight too. Man, so hard to know. It sends us to... It shouldn't send us to Gadget Zan first. It should send us to Thalinar and over. We'll give it a try. We'll go this way. Of course, as I say that, the other boat just got here, but...
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
Aquadynamic doohickeys. Pumpkin orange, too, hey? There you go. Over 25 is all cranberry red. Whoo-wee! Alright, where's this picture from Jackie? Oh, there it is. 20 hours, 30 minutes, and then it's the average sunrise and sunset per month for a year. Right. So in December, when it's at its shortest, like 9:17 to 2:05 p.m. Wow. Yep. Yep, that's not very much. I mean, that's three. That's basically 5 hours. 5 hours and no, 4 hours and 40 minutes basically of uh, of sun. There's no snow. It gets terribly depressing. I don't doubt it, Jackie. Oh, I can zoom in even more. Huh. Yep, I will take our Saskatchewan winters over that, I think. I mean, most of the time. Oh, man. Oh, we just missed that boat, too. I was going to say, the amount of time we're going to spend waiting here, should have just hopped on whichever boat came first. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the problem then is if you do it in like 2-degree increments, because if you don't go, like if you go down from 5, going down to 4 isn't going to make much of a change. So if you go down to 2, like 2.5 is awkward because it's half degrees. But 2 is a very narrow range. So the problem then is you've got to find enough different colors of wool to represent those color bands, or those temperature bands, to then become color bands, I guess, right? That's why November's your least favorite month. Oh yeah, early on you never know if you're gonna get a lot of snow or how much. Dark and gray and brown, and yeah, we've had some times like that too, for sure. I guess we could, well, if we turn them in Feralus, then we just get more Tharlandir seeds for them, basically. Oh, it doesn't matter. We got 1 gold thorn. Perfect. Oh, guess we could get in a cast or two with the old fishing rod. I mean, doing some there too, but that was fast. Yeah, we've definitely had some years where we've gotten pretty late into November before we've got, like, it always snows before Halloween here. But it's almost always melts completely before we get to well, it doesn't necessarily melt before we get into November, but it melts completely before we get snow that stays through the wintertime, right? So, yeah, it's very, yeah, snow that doesn't come and go. It hits the ground and it stays till spring, for sure. We do not have a temporal displacer anymore. Yeah, and I mean we've had some snowstorms in late October that are quite substantial. You know, full-on blizzards where we get a foot of snow, or 2 feet of snow, or whatever. Maybe not 2 feet, but in any case, get a lot of snow, and then it still melts. But yeah, that's not the same as just having a little bit here or there. All right, just going. I feel like if we got to Silithus, and if we got to Cenarian Hold, and then we wanted to fly from Cenarian Hold to Feathermoon Stronghold, we would probably have to go all the way back to Gadget Zan and around. Because that's vanilla, baby. That's just what they give you. Take it or leave it, right? anyone even listed? We need a healer. I got one. There was a healer here. Not bothered with it right now. We're heading off to
What can I do for you?
awkward places again. Okay, that's not bad. That is the shorter route then, by far.
Be good.
Going through Thalinar and over. But there are some wonky flight points down there. Like I said, if you are doing from Marshal's Refuge or Cenarian Hold, you do go, I'm pretty sure, to Gadget's End before you go anywhere else. Mountains everywhere, so the storms get a lot less severe. Yeah, I mean, the prairies in Canada, like, well, eastern Alberta, Saskatchewan, and most of Manitoba, well, central and southern Manitoba, are very flat. Like, very flat. But western Alberta is hilly, and then most of British Columbia is rocky, like the Rocky Mountains. And other assorted mountains. They all kind of converge there. Two mountain ranges from the United States kind of come up, and they both become one in the British Columbia area there. So yeah, we have very little to slow down the wind or stop the snow when it comes. So yeah, we can get some pretty nasty. Yes, it's absolutely it's 100% prairie. Unbroken prairie for hundreds of kilometers in any direction from where we live. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, the Lower Mainland where I grew up doesn't get much in the way of bad winter weather, especially now, because not only are they right on the coast, so you get the warming effect from the ocean, but also because of all of the local air pollution. And not just the air pollution, the heat pollution as well, right? You've got all the homes, you've got the industrial stuff, you've got the vehicles, not only generating air pollution, but generating heat. And so you come off the water in Vancouver, and then you go over this whole, like, it's basically a gigantic river delta. But you go back quite a ways, like from the coast, it's a couple hundred kilometers really till you get into the mountains proper. But then it's just a big bowl, like, 'cause it all goes up from there into mountains. It's a little bit like Ungoro Crater if all of this down here was ocean. So you've got the coast here, then you've got mountains that ring everything. So, and most of the time the wind comes off the water. So the wind blows all this heat and all this air pollution, and it just hangs there in the area. So like when I was little, we used to get more storms, like snowstorms in the wintertime. But in the last 25 years, that's really tapered off. And they'll still get snow, but it almost always melts within 24 hours. Like when I was in elementary school, like, we had snow days almost every winter. So the Sprite Darter guys, or the Sprite Dragons, are like in here, around here. That map. There we go. They are, yeah, right in here. And then kind of sprinkled around in here too. Remember, oh, and a few up here. I don't remember seeing too many of them, but hopefully with a 40% drop chance, we should be able to get 5 of them in not too long. There's the Sprite Darters, but the Sprite Darters are green for Alliance. They must be a quest mob for the Horde. But they're, more in around here, whereas the Sprite Dragons up the side. I guess we're going to land in Feathermoon. We can check the coast for treasure stuff too there. But yes, I apparently know less about your topography than I know about my own. For Canada. Okay, let's see. Can we see any? There's a firefin snapper fishing pool. So yeah, we could have come here for some. Floating wreckage. Definitely going to cruise the coast here for some floating wreckage. Not because it's productive, but because I enjoy it. I'm tempted to hang on to this gold thorn, but I might just get rid of it anyway. We do not need to be carrying the Cenarian beacon around with us. I'm pretty sure we can get another one if we delete it, right? I hope. There we go. Pick these up there. If we end up accidentally selling the bag or the large blue sack, I won't be super mad. But if I end up selling these, I will not be impressed myself. Yeah, as much as I... Oh. Scholar Runethorn. What do you have to say?
Ishnu Allah.
Elven
Good luck,
legends.
friend.
Fled the devastation of his homeland with several ancient elven artifacts. The ruins of Quel'Thalas. Through the burning steppes, across the great expanse of sea to Feralus. We suspect the elves thought sanctuary in Dire Maul. Okay, well.
May the stars guide you.
Sorry, I'm not going to Dire Maul. What I'm going to do is swim across the coast to the coast here. And fish for days. We found a topographical map of Canada. Oh, come on. Hup. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is wrong with that dwarf? Of Sweden? Oh, okay. I thought... How do I... edit listing? There we go. Oh, come on. I want to take my name off of this. Game. Create a listing. Oh, if we refresh it. There. Now I'm going. Now there's 2 healers in there. Oh, that's Blackrock Depths. There's a couple looking for Sunken Temple, including a tank, but... Paladin tank. We could fish the stone scale eel swarms, but I'm not really that concerned. We've got more than enough. Aha. Floating record. Oh, maybe I should have put a fishing bobber on. Well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, where'd he come from? Mithril-bound trunk. Is there such a thing as a thorium-bound trunk? I'm trying to remember if I've seen fishing pools in higher level zones. Fish got away. That's not what I want. In the... There we go. Goodness. Right, next one we're stopping at, I'm probably going to, if I remember, put a fishing bobber on my... Scale eels. Those are the streaking seals. I mean, eels. Fishing pole equipped. Of course, that would really help, wouldn't it? Lindsay! Mithril bound is the highest. Okay. We still could use a 16-slot bag, and I know they drop. They have a chance of dropping out of these, so... Dang it, my fish got away. But thank you for that, Flins. Just in time to answer my, my question. So, double thanks. Minus the T. Close enough? No, no worries, Jackie. I'm not concerned. Don't you dare get in a fight with me, Sea Elemental. Yes, you're tired, it's late, and it's been bright out all day. Wow. How many of these are we going to get? A few more if I'm lucky. Exorcist.
Hamburger.
Ah.
No cheese. I want a hot dog. I want a milkshake. I want potato
You'll
chips.
get nothing and like it.
That's right, Doyle. I'll probably get nothing here too. That's just my luck. Watching before while cooking before work. Oh, lovely, lovely. Little meal prep for later. What's on the menu, Flynn's? And also, hey Doyle, whatever Flynn's is cooking, you're not allowed to have any. Yes, I got disconnected. Our internet went down for about a half an hour yesterday. I'm glad you asked. Yes, just sudden disconnect. As soon as I pulled a mob. Mountains on one side and Baltic Sea on the other. Right, yeah, both of them would kind of... Yes, I logged back in at about 6:30 my time, and I had about this much health left. Like, I had less than 5% health. And I was in combat with 2 skeletons. So I threw on my Divine Shield, drank down a major healing potion, and got the heck out of there. Fortunately, I was right by the bridge into Anderhall, so I just jumped into the water. And skeletons don't swim, so... Yes, I was about to be very upset with my internet service provider. Slacky. I'm just lucky that the game figured out that I was logged out fast enough. You know that was more Strangle Kelp, right? Game, come on. And we got more Black Label. I wish I had it on video. If I'd been smart, I would have put my software back on and recorded it at least to see how that was going to go. New CPAP machine, sweet. You know, only somebody who uses the machine would know how exciting that is. But, yeah, game doesn't care, that's right. Yep, I was fighting a caster too, so if it had been a melee guy and he had crit me, I would have died. More rum. Well, I see another doodad here, so... A lot of hours logged on it. Yeah, they don't last forever, for sure. I'm not sure if I ever even talked about it on stream. I started using one back in November. And made a world of difference. But, yeah, so mine is, you know, still practically brand new. More Strangle... This Strangle Kelp is grinding my gears here. Like, I don't mind the Rumsy Rum so much, because at least that's got a use. Oh. But, way more hours than you should? Yeah. Well, congratulations. I hope that helps. I hope you get a good rest tonight. And a good weekend. I, of course, have to be at work tomorrow. So I got to be up at 5:30 in the morning, so... Pity the poor streamer, right? Had the warning coming up for over a year. Oh man, that's brutal. Rum. Sounded like a squeaky door when breathing in your sleep. Oh, I remember you having some issues with that a while ago now. Well, we're getting all kinds of rumsy rum here. So you could show the doctor? Yeah, for sure. My wife liked to record me just so she could hassle me about it. What's that? Most of them? Hey! Now it's just so you can show everybody how much better things are, right? She went back outside. 21 years. Wow, Doyle. I mean, I'm sure I could have started using one a couple of years. Like, I got tested a couple of years, well, maybe when I was 41-ish. Yes, how did he say it? Oh my goodness. You're right, he did, but he did have a unique way of enunciating that word. They did an evaluation for you and they ended up not getting one. Yeah, I mean, it's not, it's not the cure-all for everything, right? But now they used to have to do this apparatus that they have to like put around your chest and have a thing on your finger and like things in your nose to measure your breathing. Now they've got a smart ring. You literally put it on, connect it to your phone, and that's it. And it records everything while you're sleeping on your phone, and then it automatically uploads the data to the people. We had to do it for a guy at work lately. Like get the testing done. He's using a device for. Good grief, Rumsy Rum times 2. Well, Strangle Kelp, pardon me, Rumsy Rum, and 1 trunk. This is getting to be... I'm actually just going to sell the 10 stamina stuff.
I got what you need.
I got what you need. Okay, we're selling that too. We're gonna be drinking a lot of drinks here, Jackie. That hydrate command is not gonna be needed here for a while. I don't know, Latance, what did you say? You said fishing is the best thing you can get up to in WoW. Look in the comments. Which comments? Oh, come on, there's got to be at least one more. Well, I know there's one in the inlet there, but... Are you telling me there's comments on my videos? Aha! Floating wreckage. For this one, I can't do it while I'm fishing, but... I mean, I could, but it's a good way to not catch any fish. Of course, as it is, I'm mostly catching strangle kelp, so I'm not sure what difference it makes. The problem is that I can't keep them all running infinitely in the background. Oh, 1 strangle kelp, and the thing disappears. Okay, I take it back. It's 3 strangle kelp, but still infuriating. Alright, is there still one? There's one in here. Okay. Give me 1 second. Because, yeah, there's comments on the vertical one, which is the one I always have up. Which is what your chat's coming in at. 1 to 4. I know, Flynn's, but it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know. There's no comments in the other video. Come on, you're kidding me. You can't keep up there. How do I survive? I survive because I'm a paladin, And I can throw down Divine Shield when I need to. That's about the only way. Or do you mean, like, what do I do work-wise? Is that what you're asking? Like, how do I pay my bills? Hey, Mithril Bone Trunk. Screaming? Who is screaming? Oh, streaming. Yes, no. No, I don't pay any bills by streaming. No, I'm sure it costs more money than it generates. Part of that is because I never ever run ads either, which doesn't help. But I shouldn't say I never run ads, but I almost never run ads. In theory, I could just turn them on, you know, so that it plays so much every hour or whatever, just to permanently disable the pre-rolls, but I feel like there aren't enough people kind of coming through the stream on a regular basis to really make that worthwhile. So this is the last. Go any farther south in here, we're not going to find any, are we? So I guess that's the end of that. Go back to the vendor, we'll open all these boxes, and then we'll go find some sprite dragons. Or at least hope we can find some sprite dragons. Maybe we'll do another evergreen pouch here too. But yes, I work at an agency that supports adults living with disabilities. That's what I do for work when I'm not streaming. So I do 12-hour shifts, 14 out of 28 days in my work rotation, but it's an inconsistent. It's consistent over 4 weeks, but every week is a different. Like I average 40 hours a week, but some weeks it's more like 60 hours. But then for every week that's 60 hours, there's one that's 20. I mean, it's more than 20. But it's usually not as many as 60 unless I'm picking up overtime shifts. So that's how we do it. This is how we... Sorry, Jackie. You're still here. I did not mean to give you that earworm.
Be good.
All right. Silver, mana potion, rune cloth, mage weave, and thick leather. Sorry, they're bolts, which are worth quite a bit of money here, actually. Silver, potion, mage weave. It's exactly the same bag, although one had slightly less copper in it. Oh, but it had more mage weave, so it's actually worth more. Oh. Rugged leather. And royal trousers of the owl. Intellect spirit cloth pants. For 72 silver. Nice. Silver, more leather, and more cloth. I mean, that's what you get in most of these things is bolts of cloth and leather. Yeah, and potions. That's the other thing you get lots of. Yeah, alright, one more chance to get a large knapsack for 16 slots. Nope. Didn't think so. You know, a man can dream, but really we didn't do any for like 10 levels, or well, maybe I shouldn't say 10 levels, but a lot of that time we weren't actually... Well, we got 2 more grain. Now we got 2 full turn-ins here. Alright, so we've got 25 silver plus basically 5 silver, so that's 30 silver. That's a gold 30. Gold... sorry, a gold 30, a gold 37. So that's 2 gold 50. That's 3 gold 75. There's basically 4 gold from those chests.
Have a good one.
Not shabby at all. Alright, and we got Mark of the Wild and Thorns now. I'm trying to decide if we want to hunt here or if we want to go farther north. I'm thinking way up there is a good place to start. But yeah, so I mean, I work 40 hours a week on average and stream on top of that. And I probably stream, like the days I stream, I probably average about 4 hours a stream. Some are definitely longer, but some are definitely a bit shorter too. If I'm not going to be able to go live for about 3 hours, I usually don't. Not that I couldn't, but I mean, it depends on a lot of things, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Flinzy. I got distracted there, and I know you're probably cooking, so it's hard for you to chat too there. But yeah, I know like a lot of the smartwatches have a sleep tracking function on them. The ring is super tiny. Like, I mean, it's a ring, so it goes around your finger, but it's about that high and about, it's about finger little. Well, my fingers are small, so it's like a little bigger than finger width wide. Maybe as wide as my thumb there. But so much less of a hassle than wearing the big complicated thing around your chest and around your head, and whoop. Yeah, hopefully we're going to be testing another one of our clients here in the not too distant future as well. There we go, Sprite Dragon. Alright. Here are you. You don't see too many of these. Dodge. Wow. Fiery Gland. That is not going to cut it. Check that map again. So they... Whoops! Technically, I think they can be, like, in around here maybe a little bit, but not on the other side of this. Like there. I can't remember what's over there, but it's not safe. Oh, right. The other side of that is like the portal thing. The nightmare dragons. Goldthorn up. Dude, is oh yeah, that can go all the way. And over here up to where my all the way up to where my sungrass marker is there. Nope, nope, nope. Just leave me be. I wonder if they're a sort of a more rare spawn, or if they're just kind of camped out because people want them for this stuff, you know? Oh. Okay, I'm not sure how much time I want to spend up here. Cliff giants. Oh, there's one. What was that? Two silver. That's what that was. I mean, we could... Oh, there's another one. Do you come with me? Big question will be, can we loot it once it's dead? Because it spawned inside the terrain somehow. Evade! Don't you dare get your health back. There we go. There we go. Come on now. Well, we were able to loot it. We didn't get anything worth having. Oh, I really should have stocked up on some mana beverages. Starting to feel like this drop chance is okay, we've killed 3 of them and we haven't gotten one yet. That's not really a big enough sample size to the harpies. And they don't really go too much farther over. Go like over on this side. We are gonna head up there, I guess now. Fighting the harpies. Ungrass. Wolves, bears. Bright darters. Gonna head to bed, Jackie? Yeah, no worries. Both cats are demanding attention. I mean, you know, that's cats for you. But I appreciate you being here, Jackie, and I hope you enjoy your short sleep. Or your short night. Hopefully it's not a short sleep. And you can look forward to the days getting shorter again and the nights being darker. Eventually. You don't sleep any last minutes like that because of the curtains? Yes. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, I guess if you have to be up late, it is convenient, but... You betcha. Good night. Don't let me drag you back. Bears, gorillas. Gonna be right back into whatever they are over here shortly. Purple lotus. Harpies, that's the word. Alright, at this point I'm gonna start killing wolves, because I'm gonna hope that they share a respawn. Oops. Wrong one. Jackie doesn't really want to be around when we're killing wolves anyways. Which, you know, I'm not starting to do it now just because you're leaving, Jackie, if you're still here. But they actually have meat I can take advantage of. Oh, ouch. Bear, wolf. If I still had that mana fish, or sage fish, I should say, I would eat some of that now just to give me some, a little bit more legs, as it were. Also going to avoid casting Hammer of Wrath if I can. Oh, does that one rock elemental guy over by the... Does he have a quest to fight these guys? Like to fight those elite guys, I feel like? Oh, yeah, just use the Hammer of Wrath I said I wasn't going to use. Yeah, because I feel like there's a quest. Fight these guys. Whoop. Ow. Oops. Not gonna drink. I'm just gonna use Seal of Wisdom on this wolf here. Hey, get back here. Yeah, this guy. Well, he might have a quest, but doesn't look like it right now. Okay, so how much does this cost? Oh, I did not mean to redo that. It's 144 mana, and we get 71 back each. Well, not each hit, but... Here. Seal of Light is also already ranked 3. Let's not run into the bear. At your computer now, working. It's got to be done, you know. Tender wolf meat. Is that the first? It is the first tender wolf meat we've gotten in a bit. Oh, you got her fixed? You got the new card in there? I shouldn't maybe say fixed, but you know what I mean. Hey, there's the Sprite Darter I need. Or Sprite Dragon. There's another Sprite Dragon over there, too. Ended up having to upgrade everything. Oof. I'm scared to ask how much that set you back, Flins. But, new PC hype? Ouch, what did she just do to me? Kept the old case and the cooler and everything else is new, hey? Right, I guess I'm gonna rebuff that and then drink. 9800 X3D and a 9070 XT. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you spent more than my car is worth on your computer, Flins. The issue was with the motherboard. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me now that you say it, but still, oof, hey? Yeah, so far I'm not very impressed with the drop rate on these things. We haven't gotten a single one. Oh, that was the wrong... Like, it's supposed to be a 40% drop chance. We've killed... This is going to be the 6th or 7th, I think, and we haven't gotten a single one. But yeah, those two things would be the pricier ones, but... like 40% drop chance and we can't get one. Like, I would settle with like 1 or 2 at this point. Still in the... We're still kind of in the pocket. I guess we're going to go on the other side over there and check too. 64 gigs of RAM. AM5. For 5 years, yeah. Oh. Why is he running away from me? Yeah, it sounds like a pretty solid machine. So that's nice. I feel like I just saw a wing flap in the distance over. Whoa. Oh, it's just a butterfly. Dude, oh. Oh, you know, it's the shadows from these birds that are wheeling overhead. Of course, that's what it is. Yeah, I was a big fan of the Subnautica games, and of course they're planning on a full Subnautica 2 here that they're working on. And of course, like everybody and their uncle right now, they are building it in Unreal 5, which is not exactly... I don't know, it's not exactly the engine I could wish them to use. But part of the reason for that is because it's not a very well optimized thing, so my 2070 super card is not going to be so super at a lot of this. Okay, when you're watching streams and working is using less power than your old one on idle. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, it's not going to make up for the money you spent to buy it all, but you can't complain about right, yeah, it's not that it can't be, it's that it's probably, well, I shouldn't say it's probably a large amount of work, because what do I know, but and that's the problem with the all right, we'll pick these cats. Why not? Got some in our inventory. Stream is open and you're working and you're only using 40 watts. Wow. Must have a pretty good low idle there. Okay, we're gonna go over this way. See what we can find. Same kind of mobs, basically. nothing in here? Goldthorn. Yeah, you're saving while you're idling, but you're not going. There's one other. Not really gaining any ground when you're not streaming, right? Or I mean, sorry, when you're like every time they do a. Didn't say every time, but the last 2 times they've done even a moderate. They're using that's an instant cast mana burn. Wow, that's brutal. On idle at 22. I mean, that's good. I don't even know what mine is at. I haven't worried about looking at. I mean, a 2070 compared to any of the new stuff is going to use a lot less power in general, but yeah, I don't spend much time kind of letting my computer sit and idle. I'm usually doing something on it, or I've put it to sleep. Your monitor uses more than the PC now. That's funny. The irony, of course, is that there was a huge drive, right? Like through the 90s and into the early 2000s, and it's still somewhat ongoing to try and make monitor technology more efficient. But it seems like every new generation of graphics cards they come out with, like, yes, when it's idling, it's not drawing much power, which is good. But when it's going, holy smokes does it go, right? You only know because it's plugged into right, the uninterruptible supply. Make sure the battery survives. There you go. Yeah, useful tech, that. Even just to have some sort of idea of what you're looking at. Usage-wise. We've been sort of marveling over the last 2 years that our heating bill has remained so low. But then I pointed out to my wife that more often than not, there's my computer going, and there's at least, there's my 2 sons with their computers going, and we usually have the TV and the DVD player on for my other, like my middle son with his disability, and then my wife's sometimes watching stuff on her laptop, and then she's baking cookies, so the oven is on a lot in the wintertime, and there's a lot of things we do in this house that generate heat from using other things, right? But even the fact that we end up making lots of tea, like having the kettle on frequently, all of that heats up our house. Okay, I am really not impressed here. High drop rate of small flame sack. An ingredient to make... Yeah. Yep, something must have changed for Classic. Right, so we should be looking somewhere else. Or looking at something else. Searing Whelps in Dustwallow Marsh. Like an 18% drop chance. Or the Scalding Whelps in Badlands. Well, we may as well loop through this area one more time and just see. I mean, I agree it seems a little bit odd. Like, they're called dragons, but they don't do any kind of a fire attack, right? So why they would have a flame sack, I don't know. I wonder if it wasn't some sort of erroneous reading from, like, the Wowhead tech stuff. I guess that means we're going to Dustwallow Marsh or Badlands. How far away from us, from where we're at, is that? Wrong button. that instant mana burn is mean. Yep, see they have this fiery gland thing. That's not the same as a flame sack. Clearly. Alright, well. Yes, my Morgraine cooldown is up. Thank you. Like I said earlier, I am starting to run out of Angoro soil, but what can we do, right? That's the other thing. We got a full stack right now to turn in. Here we go. So we really should go to Darnassus anyway. We got one Morrograin. Perfect. Alright, well. I guess we will go back to Feathermoon. And from Feathermoon... Need to go back to Feathermoon? Where did we say we could go? We said we could go to Badlands, which is in Eastern Kingdoms, or what was the other place? Oh, Dustwallow Marsh. Well, that's over here. Where, before I go too far out of... There's Searing Whelps and Searing Hatchlings. Pretty sure I know where they hang out. Yeah, all the way down there, right? They have like a 18%, 16 or 18% drop chance, so... Yep. Do what you gotta do. Lynn's get work done. You knew ghost pepper sausage. I would try that. I might not eat very much of it, but I would try that. That reminds me, when we were out this morning doing our running around and whatnot, I decided that I was going to buy apricots for the first time in several years. I have them in the fridge. I should get them out when I hit the flight point here. Get them out and see if we can... like, then I can eat them while we're driving. We're not driving, flying, but I wanted them to cool off. I like them cold. I shouldn't say I ate them all the time, but I ate them somewhat frequently as a kid. My grandparents lived in the Okanagan before the Okanagan turned into Wine Central. Before everybody was growing grapes for wine with the ice wine craze. It was fruit heaven. Peaches and nectarines and apricots and like all kinds of fruit. It was just a beautiful... I'm going to go down here and I'm going to start kind of work my way back up the coast. Because you never know. It might be worth some money for us to do it. Or not some money, but, you know, to get a bag. Money would be nice too, but... Again, I'm not like if we find 2 or 3 junk pools, I'll be happy. We're gonna get dismounted, aren't we? No? Oh, yeah, there we are. I don't know that I've ever seen one over here, but far enough, and there aren't any on the left-hand side of things there, so Yeah, if we find 2 or 3 more floating junk pools, I'll be quite happy with that, especially since it's been long enough for more. Should be long enough for more pools to spawn. I mean, there's at least one that spawned back there. But that's far from a guarantee that there's anything. Like, there'll be more fishing pools spawned, but there's just as good a chance there'll be stone scale eels or whatever have you. Feel like I would be an asset to these, like the Frontier Guild. I mean, I'm self-found characters, so I can't do anything for them anyway, but maybe we're not going to find any more junk. Well, either way, we'll stop here and we'll sell stupid fiery glands.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Yep. We'll keep it real. Rod and real. Yeah, stone scale eels everywhere now. I think that early blackmouth was there. Okay, at this point I'd be happy if we find one floating wreckage. But I don't think we're going to find any floating wreckage. Back for now. Ghost pepper sausage, hey? Did you make this monstrosity yourself or did you buy it somewhere? Because I'm curious. I don't always like spicy food. Well, I don't like every spicy food. But I have been known to like some spicy food in my day, Flynn's. Bought it at the grocery store? Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I don't want to, you know, assume anyone's a sausage maker. Although I have known some people over the years who have been into that kind of thing. You wanted it as a flavor additive. Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't want some heat, don't buy ghost pepper anything, right? Like it's Firefin Center. Okay. It's all gone for naught. Just to say not the stuff that I want. You won't make that mistake again? I mean, oh yeah, I'm not surprised that it was too much. Yeah, I mean, I've eaten some things too that are, you know, they're sort of advertised as a snack food, but if they, you know, if you sneeze with them, you know, you can't talk for 24 hours because you get all the spice up your nose and then you can't breathe. And yeah, I totally get that. I wonder if anyone sells cooking spices here. Chewing a ghost pepper directly was less intense. Wow. That's some sausage. I mean, you know, you mix it in with because that's the thing with the meat, right? It gets mixed in with the fat and then the oil sticks to your tongue more. Oh, Flimsy. Alright. Where do we find... It's Dire Maul. We're not doing Dire Maul. Trade supplies. Here we go. I knew it.
What brings you here?
What brings me here is... Tender wolf steak. And hot wolf ribs. Oh. Now we need a fire. Where can one find a fire in a night elven town, hey? That's gonna be the real trick here. Oh, there we go. There is one. Nice. Yeah, and these will go straight into our stash here. And then we're back to Dust Wallow. I mean, is there anywhere... Yeah, no, flying straight there is probably our shortest bet. Whoops, I didn't mean to close that. That's a good question, Flynn's. I haven't thought much about it, so... I know I'm not working that day, although they called and offered me a shift.
I am honored.
I am honored.
Good luck.
All right, let me go look at my work calendar and see what the week leading up to it is like, and I'll see if there's a chance we'll be doing anything. You are working, Canada. That's why you want me streaming. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and stretch for a minute, use the washroom, and get those apricots. And I may as well throw the ad break thing on for Twitch here. So, but yeah, I'll take a look at that while I'm up. So be back in a minute or two, guys. Well, I was late on the ads, but I was back at the right time for landing here. Oh, and look at that. It seems really hot in here to me. I got some ice water while I was up as well. We got 5 more grain from that. Fantastic. And I totally didn't look at the calendar, Flins. One more sec. Okay. If it's like last year, you wouldn't even be able to watch the stream. Oh, you said it was... Yes, I remember. I remember that now that you say that. Because I'm pretty sure I was streaming that day. Or maybe it was the day after. Anyway, yes, St. John Baptiste Day. I remember you talking all about that. A little tough. Maybe I'm not eating all of these today. Depends how... Well, it didn't fall out, so that's good. Anyway, yes, I remember you talking about that. The yearly rent renewal. That's insane. Somebody's congrats on getting 57. Staying alive. Yeah, so the good news is I am not working on Canada Day. In fact, I have the 28th, 29th, 30th, and the 1st of July, all of them off. And I'm hoping to... really not sure who sent me that message. Yeah, it's like I have 4 days in a row off once every pay period. All of the things we need are down here. We got to come all the way. We got to do the long run here now. Nope, I'm just going to enjoy the break. Yeah, it's tasty, but these need a couple more days to ripen. Really. Yeah. I'm actually just going to leave them out on the counter here right now. I mean, I'll stick them back in the fridge before I eat them because I prefer them cold, but the other two can wait a couple more days. Maple whiskey. That's pretty Canadian. Yeah, I'm not, like, the only alcohol we have in this house is rubbing alcohol. We don't consume, but, yeah. Good point. Very Quebecois, too. Maple syrup and... I stand corrected. It's like a lump of Angoro soil at the right angle there, this tree stump or whatever it is. Yes. Wow, goldthorn. Yeah, when you bite into an apricot, it should not crunch like an apple. It still tastes good. But I can tell it's a couple days from being good and ripe. There you go, Flins. There you go. That's the way to look at it. Yeah, poutine, maple syrup. Neither of those were Anglophone inventions, hey? Oh, no. No. I wouldn't dare disagree. I mean, if I thought you were wrong. Alright, so yeah, we just kind of gotta probably try and follow the road here a little bit more. Just don't want to end up in the wrong part of Dragon Town here. There might actually be a quest or two we can do. Well, we appreciate it, friends, Lindsay. You know, I know there are just okay. Come on, just kidding. You know, there are definitely some Quebecois folks who are, you know, not frenzy. There you go. That would be a great name for an orc warrior. Frenzy. Amazing. Yes, there are definitely some. But you know, there's some Anglophones who would be just as happy to kind of kick Quebec out of Confederation too, since some of them want to leave anyway, and blah blah blah. But I like Canada the way it is. Yep. Give me ones. Hardcore or Dream Scythe. Like, where do you want it, Flins? Hardcore? Yeah. It'll take me a few seconds to log out here, but that's. I never even thought about it until now, but obviously you didn't either. If you ever come back, it's only for hardcore. Fair enough. Does it matter if it's? I think it's unique name, so it shouldn't matter if it's Horde or Alliance, right? Don't have to be an Orc Warrior. I'm going to be an Orc Warrior. How did I spell it right? Friendzy. Frenzy. Name is unavailable. Sorry, Flins. I tried. So sometimes that's all you can do is try, right? Doyle and I have been talking about leveling together through Burning Crusade from level 1. When they finally roll the regular server over to Burning Crusade, and so as soon as Friendino, yeah, we were just looking for, like, I like the play on friends, but also frenzy. Wouldn't be bad for a troll either. Don't they have, like, is that an enrage thing, not a friends thing, frenzy thing? But well, there we know. Found the dragon stuff here. You guys are level 42. Berserker, yes. Not sure. Maybe a frenzied regeneration, I think, is what I was thinking of, but I feel like there's some quests in here. We probably out-leveled them now, but Dragon Mark. The what? Health regen, yeah, okay, fair enough. Sorry, give me 1 second here. We're looking for Searing Whelps and Searing Hatchlings. Okay. Oh, it's for druids. Yeah, okay. I don't play... I've played a grand total of 1 druid. Oh, that's got to be one. Yep, Searing Whelp. All right, Fire Resistance Aura is up. We're here. We may as well at least have a food buff. And yeah, I remember reading it though, but as an ability somewhere. One of those things though, unless you play it on a regular basis, you're not necessarily gonna. These guys are not high level at all. We don't really need to worry about any other kind of buffs, I don't think. You only play human male warrior, bald with sideburns. Yes. Respect for that. No flame sack. But there is a solid chest over there. There's another one. None of these guys are particularly threatening to us. But, you know, still you get surrounded by 4 of them. A solid find, yep. Good old treasure finding. I know, like, I very much enjoyed diplomacy as a human. You know, the diplomacy racial is very strong. For obvious reasons. Run into, I feel like we're probably gonna aggro somebody when we try to open this here. We didn't. Silver, potion, pumpkin, silk cloth. Woohoo! Alright, well. We didn't come here for that, but I mean... No!
Barely.
Oh, okay.
Good, Mike.
Oh, right, yeah, independent of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need that for the new year. Sorry. Yeah, these apricots need a couple more days to ripen. They're alright, but they're still a little crunchy. Yeah, I don't go with the bald human. I go with, like, the brush cut. Whoops. And the goatee. Imagine. For obvious reasons. I can see a few more here. Wow. Poor thing. Here we go. Now we found where they hang out. Oh, good, and there's a patrol. Whoops. And I'm not overly concerned at my level, but it's inevitable with your genetics, yeah. I'm surprised my hair has done as well as it has. I mean, it's not flawless, but I took after my uncle's. Well, my uncle's still, like, in their 70s, have all their hair, but they went gray when they were like in their early 20s, like they were like this gray, like but in their 20s. But my dad had a cul-de-sac back to here when he was like 28. So big spot in the middle where you're thinly haired. You're skipping gray? Gonna go straight to bald? Yeah, I mean, don't often get to have a say, right? So there we go. That's two flame sacks. Ah. Yeah, I think if I started truly going bald, I would have to go for the Picard look. Oh, hey, there's that patrol again, or maybe it's a different one. Doesn't really matter. Get the worst of both sides genetically for your hair, yeah. I'm still amazed that I sort of won the lottery on that front. Come back here, come back here. Down! Balding in weird patterns, oh. Yep. It is Friday, Dan. What does that mean? It means I have to work tomorrow, that's what it means. It means we're grinding for flame sacks so we can make fire resist potions, so we can go and kill Blaze Runner. Means I know, that's right, Flins. It means the work week started. Doesn't always mean that for me, but you're sitting at your computer working already. I hope your week has been good, Dan. Where are we now? Should be even. What does? Let me check. Let me check. I'll check the. Oh yeah, they go all the way down there towards the mountains. That's fine then. Head down that direction too. Can't use its full power. Farming, yes, exactly. For molten core. I don't think we're going that far, Dan. We're not even level 60 yet. Come on. Yes. You can't use its full power now, but you will be able to later. Sorry, Flins. Who's wrong and what are they wrong about? Sorry, Dan, not Flins. Did I say Flins? I know your work week is over. You're a Monday to Friday warrior, right? Okay, a Monday to Friday shaman. Playing Helldivers earlier, and it's at max settings. Yeah, it is a gorgeous game. I will very much agree with you on that front. It's not really my style of game, I don't think, but it is unquestionably a beautiful game. I mean, considering the subject matter and everything, like it's very, yeah, it's very cinematic. It's very impressive. It's got all the best parts of what do you call it? You didn't think you would enjoy it as much as you have so far? Well, again, that's good news. Where exactly is the entrance to Onyxia's cave? I feel like it's over this way. Playing with friends, yeah. And that's kind of where I struggle, because I don't... Not that I don't have friends, but I don't have friends that... See, there we're getting in towards... There's another one. Again, the people I know in real life don't have sort of similar gaming interests. And I struggle to some extent to play with people I don't know online. I mean, except with Doyle. Community you're a part of had an event that's called Boot Camp. Got a bunch of newcomers. Oh, nice. Looking at making another event later. Yeah, I mean, that stuff is fun. Like, the one time I was a part of a guild in World of Warcraft, I really did enjoy the experience. Like, it was a positive thing. Else over there. Oh, that's gotta be the... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Well, there's nothing for us here. Yeah, we did some fun guild events. I guess technically there's been 2 guilds I've been a part of over the years. I still have characters in both of them, but one of them moved servers, and so I didn't pay for the server transfer. So then every now and again, some of them still log in on alts on the other account, but of course I play so inconsistently now. Wow, somebody was farming these guys too, I think. Over here. Grimgore. Now I gotta look up Brimgore here. And make sure that he doesn't sneak up on me. Grimgore, yes, patrols around here. Does drop some green items here. Got quite the selection of greens. What does it say comments-wise? Probably the easiest fully grown dragon in the game. Easily soloed him as a 44 holy paladin. Wow, guys. Don't? We've got like 12 levels on him. Come on. You're confusing him with someone else? Okay. But don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go in dumb, right? I'm gonna get a good... Oh, I should have eaten this wolf steak. I'm gonna get this on, I'm gonna get my agility potion, and I don't have a fire resist potion here, but you know, can't have everything. We got the fire resistance aura, though, so there's that. Resist. That's what I like to see. Don't get me wrong, he's doing some damage, but... Don't get me wrong, Holy Paladin's got some advantages over us in this situation, but... We've still got lots of tools in our tool belt, so... The odds of him giving us something that we can use are not amazing. We resisted that flame attack as well. Yeah, not a huge health pool, eh? And we resisted that one. That's the other thing. We've got all this fire resistance, so I'm gonna use my last small bandage here. Free up some more inventory space. Oh, we could have popped one of these Rumsy Rum there too. Well. Wrong thing. Alright, let's see what we got. Cracker's wrist guards of stamina, 10 leather. 37 silver. I mean, we were here anyway. We need to find more whelps. We need 2 more doodads. Flame sacks, that's what they are. Yeah, that was a fun little fight. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to do it at anything lower than like 52. Guys, we want. These are not the mobs you're looking for. I think I killed them all, but there we go. Well, now we've got this lovely agility potion, but on us for no real reason. Must work for real instead of waiting on calls. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Thanks for hanging out and for forked tongue. Keep your forked tongue behind your teeth, says Gandalf. You as well, Flins. I feel your pain having to be at work. That'll be me tomorrow. And all day Sunday at that. He resisted me. Wow. Come on. I mean, I don't really need 5 of them, right? I'm here and I'm doing this. And there are other sort of fire-based enemies, especially if we end up going to Searing Gorge. What was the other one we were looking at? North of Red Ridge Mountains there. Well, that's the water right there. A little rowboat. That's hilarious. Oh, there we go. Found another. Oh, is that a treasure chest? That is. Nice. I mean, again, it's not likely to have anything insanely useful for us, but they're just going to leave it lying about. I mean, it's right here. We're like standing on it, pretty much. I suppose it's possible it's underground, but this world is coming to an end. AI. We're doomed. Don't get me wrong. There's some questionable stuff. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say we're But, you know, that's easy for me to say. Living in my remote area, you know, where people actually still know how to grow food and talk to our neighbors and stuff like that. Easy for me to say. Whew. Alright, now where do we go? Probably over this a little bit more. There's a lot of boats floating in here. Or not floating, I guess. Laying around. Collecting... I'm gonna say collecting dust, but mostly collecting mud. Yeah, I remember this tree. There's a whelp. And there's another one I see too. Oh, there's several. Okay. There we go. Just need one more. I think we're probably going to get two more, but... I wonder if these guys are immune to the boot flask. Got somebody in chat here who's trying to guild recruit me. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not currently in the market for a guild. Okay, one of these two guys has what I need. One of these three guys has what I need. Have I got what you need? Should be asking, have you got what I need? Oh, wow. Oh. Come on. Two more chances. Yeah, I see another one over there too, but... You're kidding me. And I know it's a lowish drop chance, I do. Wow, this guy just will not stop casting. I guess they've read the literature, right? Always be casting. Always be casting. The catch is that casting is not casting a spell. Casting is using your fishing rod. Always be casting. Always be casting. Always be casting. Bother. Okay, I am gonna keep going down this way. Hope that the ones that were dead here before have respawned. It looks like that is the case. At least that's the case for some of them. See, I see another three. One there and one over there. Oh, and a couple more there. Ooh, we found a good collection of them here. Oh, there's another one. Are these guys gonna show up? Get in my way. There was one right here. Where'd he go? Wow. Still? Oh, we have 5 of them. We have 5 flame sacks. All right. It's good enough for me. All right. We're gonna hearth back to Deepwater Tavern. Then we can stop by the bank. We can turn in some morrow grain. I don't think there's a very high chance we'll get a 4-drop to give us 3 turn-ins, but you never know, right? Apparently I'm wrong. We got exactly 4 morrow grain. We're not doomed, Dan. We're blessed. Things are all coming together. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I hope you're still here for that, Doyle. that was entirely for your benefit. How are you? We'll sell the pump. I'm gonna grab some more beverages while we're here, though. Where's the barkeep? Yeah, there's been some there we go. There's the innkeeper.
You got my attention.
There was something on social media about this guy who cried because his AI girlfriend blocked him, and basically ending their relationship, right? So, I don't know what that says about the future of humanity, right? But that was a thing that happened to somebody, and naturally it kind of went
Safe travels.
viral probably for the wrong reasons, right? Like,
Interest you on a pint?
I think we just need. Do we need not empty vials? Leaded vials. There we go. All right, 5
Off with you.
fire resistance potions. Here we come. Fire protection potions. They don't do as much as the frost or the nature protection potions, but imagine being so creepy that even AI blocks you. Yeah. Well, the funniest thing to me is that the AI clearly learned from other online interactions, right? And so it learned who you should block, and apparently you should block creepy guys on the internet. Yes, I have not watched the clip. I've seen it. I've seen people like
Greetings.
referencing it or whatever while I've gone through things. I never watch videos like that just because I don't want my timeline flooded with more videos like that. So when I see them, I sometimes I'll read the post, and sometimes I'll just not even go that far. But yes, I don't know if that's specifically what Dan's talking about. But yeah, that says something. I mean, you know, maybe that says that AI really is more intelligent than we give it credit for. But I think it's just a case of, you know, if AI is scrubbing the internet for information about, you know, how you should, you know, manage your online relationships, then it's gonna come up sooner or later with you know, things that you should block people for, you know? Like there's probably posts, you know, I shouldn't say all over, but on forums and whatnot on the internet and places, you know, where people are asking the question like how far is too far? Like when should I, you know, just forget the drama and just block somebody, right? And I'm sure there's posts about that and discussions and whatever. And so if AI is scrubbing this stuff, you know, like that's taking your relationship to the next level as far as AI is concerned, because that happens in how many online interactions? And I mean, I don't know that Twitch is you know, that our video and stuff is being scrubbed for that. Like, could you teach an AI how to play a Paladin by in World of Warcraft by having them watch, you know, hundreds of hours of people playing Paladins? Probably. It's certainly not going to be flawless. But you give it the right add-ons, you know, an add-on that'll show it where to, you know, like something like Questy, where it'll show you where all the quest things are, and what enemies you need to fight, and how to track stuff. Like that shouldn't be. I mean, again, do we want? It's like teaching computers to play chess, right? Like it's interesting from a theoretical standpoint, but from a practical standpoint, it's not. I don't know. Like, what purpose does it serve other than to, like, especially in World of Warcraft, where it's. I mean, clearly it's a more complicated game than chess, but strategically, it's not like there is not the strategic depth. Maybe in PvP you could argue that there's something approaching chess level strategic depth, especially when you're considering like not just one-on-one play, but it's also much more mechanically intensive, and that's the difference. Like, the mechanics of moving chess pieces around the board are dead simple. Whereas the mechanics of moving your character on a screen, you know, in this open world that is Azeroth, is infinitely more complex. You know, there's only one unit, but, you know, you're swimming, which slows you down. There's different enemy types you need to fight. There's different abilities you use. You know, and some things you can only use when you're standing behind. Especially with, like, a hunter, you know, if you're too close, you can't use certain abilities. That's one of the reasons I said Paladin, because your list of abilities is very small. Like, your list of active abilities to engage in combat is very small.
Ishnu Allah.
Ishnu Allah. I'm really seriously considering spending 100 gold to get another bank, to get my last bank slot. I don't know if I will or not, but close these. Close the brim core thing, the flame sack thing. Dangerous to go alone. There. So yeah, we should put on a fire resistance potion before we start the fight, and be prepared to pop another one if it goes down. I think we're going to be using, like, we've already got the greater agility thing up, so that's not hard. What does it say here? He hits quite hard, 250 melee and 50 for the fire, right? And then he does a fire spell. Oh yeah, Druid. Frenzied Regeneration, there it is. Bash and cast some heals, and then a major healing potion and another rejuvenation. Never got to a close call. This is level 59 Druid, right? So he knocks. Oh, it interrupts your cast, so you need to be careful. Yeah, with stunning and whatnot before going into combat. Yes, it's 100 gold, which is my big. Like, what do I need the gold for at this point? Not much. Wow, they're getting desperate. There's a group that's looking for a tank for BRD, and they're asking a Paladin. Must be something wrong with these guys. I do not have plans for an epic mount. Once I get to 60, I'm basically done. I don't have any plans for end game, so yeah. I mean, there's the Paladin quest for the epic mount, which would be cool to do. I just feel like it would be silly to die for it. Yeah, I know. I mean, look at all my glorious herbs here, right? I mean, I need to buy it. Can't believe we're so close to being out of Ungoro soil. Yeah, because that's the other thing. You do the Paladin quest, which is risky, or you grind the gold to buy one. There we go. Now I know I have a heavy brown bag, but come on, large blue sack any day of the week. All right, now we got more inventory space than we know what to do with. The irony is that I don't have all that much that I want to store there. Yeah, that's the funny thing. There isn't that much that I want to get out of my inventory. I don't need the ice cap with me right now. And weed. Here, switch those so they're together. Whoop. Have more space if you bought more. Yes, I know. Believe me, I've thought about that too. I was never intentionally hoarding that. I mean, I've got one of them here. Really, I don't need to keep half of these. I've just been keeping them in my bank because I have a limited inventory more than anything else. Oh, that's already the same inventory, right? Oh yeah, we don't need to carry around double stacks of these either, do we? Yeah, I've got my flash bundles. I've got all 5 of my flash bundles from from Duskwood. I've got my flash bomb from Badlands, and I've got my bag of marbles with all 10 charges. Because of course I do, right? Yeah, and I've got my goblin fishing poles. And my 3 out of 5 of my fish liver oils. Good gravy. Alright, you can come down here, and you can come down here. The flash bomb or the flash bundle? Because I never, like, you save them for when you're fighting groups of enemies, and then I forget I have them in my bag because there's not enough room to keep them all in my hot bars here. The flash bomb I do because it scares beasts, and so that can save your bacon in a pinch. Yeah, stone shield potion, we'll keep that handy. I don't think we'll really need that for... Yeah, well, I guess we could use the superior defense for our fight here coming up. There's no like, look at this. I'm holding on to my Varrigan's Fist. I'm holding on to my Icemail Jerkin. Holding on to my Skeletal Shoulders, even though I got Wormslayer Spalders since then. Like, there's no reason I have to have... Like, I've got 4 stacks of rune cloth in my bank here too. Like, oh yeah, like, at least it's like, oh wow, like I got a purple, you know? Like, hold on to that, because that's cool. I've still got my Fiery Blaze enchantment because I'm waiting to get a better weapon than Bonebiter. If I just used it on Bonebiter, I would have had it for more, you know, time of play, like for more levels than I'm going to have it on now for anything I do find. But at the time, it seemed to make sense. Yeah, all the potions are good there. 9 to 30. I know. I know. But it's all about that, you know, it's all about what if we get like what if like Terran Icebreaker drops. Right? Like what if we get an epic purple hammer, you know, that drops that we can then use, and then because we can't, the problem is we can't get any other enchant to go on a weapon. There is nothing else that we can get as a self-found character. It's like just the other day I ended up using the two, I had two like thick armor things, and I finally put them on these pieces of gear here because I hadn't decided I wanted to spend the gold yet, and I had them in my. So you just never know, right? Like, it's the only thing we have, and this weapon is already getting to be, like, I mean, if we don't get lucky with a drop, I don't think there's a two-handed quest reward other than the Sunken Temple one, which at this point doesn't seem like we're going to end up getting to run Sunken Temple either. Be crazy and re-roll professions nonstop? Yeah, no, I can't do it. I am an alchemist through and through. The irony is that I've got so many potions now. If I just turned all these herbs into like, if I made 2 stacks of every potion, it would take up less space in my inventory, and then I could literally drop this for, like, I'd have to drop both of them and pick up another gathering profession. You can't really get away with doing enchanting because you can't go past like 150. That's the other problem with self-found hardcore, is that enchanting, once you make a wand, a greater magic wand with enchanting, you basically want to drop it anyway because there's nothing you can do. Nothing that's worth doing anyway. You know, like I've got a stamina intellect belt. Why do I have a stamina intellect belt? I'm holding on to 2 different one-handed swords. Just because they might come in useful one day. You know, if I get a really amazing purple shield drop, with super, like, Chisel's Drizzle Blocker here is actually a really solid shield, with 13 strength. That's pretty crazy. Right, yes, and you can make your enchanting rods while you're a blacksmith, and that technically true, you could do that. The biggest problem there is that you wouldn't be able to find enough greens to disenchant. I mean, you'd have to be buying them from the vendors to disenchant them to get the materials. You've done it many times. Oh man. Oh dear. All right. Well, I can't stand around here yapping all day. We got some Moro grain to turn in, and then we're gonna go and kill Blaze Runner here. You just gotta grind. Oh man. Gotta keep doing that fishing then, right? To keep getting it. Yeah. Yeah, you never run short of... I mean, even just with the Ungoro soil and this, you can get so many potions. Like, we have 3 full stacks of major healing potions now, and I've made, from crafting materials, maybe 2. Like, when we first got the recipe and hadn't done many of these. And we're going to turn in 3 Moro grain here for 3... Like 3 stacks of Moro grain for 3...
What brings you here? Illuminate your path.
Things here, and we're probably going to get at least
May the stars guide you.
at least 2 or 3 more major healing potions. We're going to get more food and drinks, and then we're probably going to get more. A speed run for you is 30 days. Yeah, what are we at now? We're at 9 days, 14 hours. I'm hoping by 12 days we will be level 60. Oh, I never opened my. I had 2 more Moro grain. Perfect. All right, moment of truth here. Moonberry juice, cheese, morning glory dew, and some scrolls. Not shabby, not shabby. Yeah. Yeah, let's swap those there. All right. More Swiss cheese. Another elixir of dream visions. We're just going to sell that. Well, maybe I have a couple of them in my bank, but... Your record was 20 days. My goodness. More moonberry juice. Another restorative potion. These are actually nice. I used 1 or 2 of these restorative potions when I was fighting the temporal worm things or whatever they were in temporal parasites for Chromie's quest, because every 5 seconds they remove a magic effect, and the slow that they cast on you is a magic effect, so saved me some mana basically. Scroll of agility, scroll of stamina, scroll of protection, a cat's eye elixir, and we've got protection 3, strength 3, stamina 3, intellect 3, and agility 3. 20 days, 4 hours, 58 minutes, and 32 seconds. If I wasn't insane, I could have probably done it by 9 days. Also had the epic mount the moment you ding 60. Yeah, because you've been playing for an insane amount of time. Another arcane elixir, nice. More cat's eye, womp womp. More frost oil. We're totally going to use frost oil when we fight Blaze Runner. Superior healing potion, so not even the good ones. More cheese. Okay. Well, that's not bad. I'm not unhappy with the stuff we got. Because I didn't need the healing potions anyway. I'm not going to save the cat's eye elixir because we're not going to be fighting anybody. I certainly don't need the smaller health potions or the mana potions, but... Yeah, these scrolls are so good. Yeah, we'll hang on to Greater Intellect. We'll use this and that when we fight Blaze Runner. There's no point in buying any more seeds because I am out of soil. There you go. Edgemaster's Hand Guards. What are the chances that would drop for me, hey? Alright, quick stop at the bank so I can drop in... I think we drop off the Elixir of Dream Vision. There, it's a fun little item, but it's not super useful. I mean, it'd be useful for scouting. Since vanilla, I came across my... Yeah, I thought I had a stack of them in there somewhere. Right there. There we go. Now I got 5 of them. I passed the level range for it to... Oh, yeah. That's true. Still, though, you never know, right? Level 30 Hunter. Greetings. Right. We're gonna go back to Aberdeen. We're gonna take the boat back across. 42 to 52, if you say so. I've never looked into it. I just know that it's a best in slot item for warriors. Probably for paladins too, if they're DPS paladins. It wouldn't be. But yeah, there are several purple. There are several purple weapons that would be very nice. Oh wow, we just zoned and they kind of disappeared for a second. Probably like, what the heck is wrong with this paladin? There's so much wrong with this paladin. I got to admit, I was watching Winky and a couple of other people yesterday, off and on. 46 to 51. You were pretty close. Yes, watching them play in Frontier as they start their new Guild Found run. Yep, there's a frontier. Cheer for them. Frontier in front too. And yeah. If I had some lower level, like the scrolls I have, I can't even put them on them right now because they're too high. Like the scrolls I have are too high level for the characters. Don't fall in the water there, Zippy. But yes, I have to admit, I was sorely tempted to start another. Oh, I guess they're going swimming. But yes, I was sorely they just waved bye-bye. That's hilarious. Oh, they went too far. I mean, we buffed them already, but yes, very sorely tempted to roll a new character. Like I was doing stuff on my Paladin last night after my near-death experience. Yeah, I know the quest for the whatchamacallit guys, the Threshers or whatever. Thresher Eyes, I think it's for. I don't know Darkshore. I don't know the Darkshore quests very well. We got 2 more pulls left out of our evergreen pouch. I wonder if we can get enough for another turn in. We'd need to pull 5 and 3 or 4 and 4. Or, 5 and 5. That would do it. But I don't think we're going to get even 1 here, so... We got 1. See, this whatever I think we're not going to get, the evergreen herb casing, is what we get. Well, we'll have to see when we go through... Oh, here comes the boat. Heavy linen bandages. Oh, yeah. Back to work for real this time, hey? Bless you, fire pie? Guess so. Boy. Running out of time, actually. Gotta have supper early tonight. My oldest has got to go to work. Gotta do some work before you're unable to think. Gonna get hot in the next few days. Yeah. Yep, may as well. Bless you, Flins. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out. Always great to have you with us. 30 plus on Monday and Tuesday. Oof. I'm not sure what our weather's not going to be that hot before the humidity. All I know is we're supposed to get rain all Saturday and all Sunday. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's always a concern, right? Too much of the wrong type of beverages, and, yep. Oh, man. Whoop, don't tip over. My water bottle has a little... What do we call it? It's got a little divot in the bottom. I mean, it's not a divot, it's a dent. I dropped it. I was very... not impressed with myself. Okay. Oh yeah, the yuck. Smoke is for sure rough. We haven't done too badly with that lately, but we've had some, and it's not fun. Not fun at all.
Go with honor, friend.
Oh yeah, it's better than having the fire, you know, sort of visible out your window, but it's still no fun. We actually had some acquaintances that lived up near some of the fires in Saskatchewan here, and they had family members that had to evacuate. Target is too low level for Blessing of Kings. What if we put Blessing of Wisdom on them? If it's they can't even have rank 1 Blessing of Wisdom on a level 3 rogue. Oh, they don't want Blessing of Wisdom anyway, but there you go. They can have rank 2 Blessing of Might. Just blowing cooldowns here for no reason, are we? That was fun, you know, for no reason. Yeah, there's been some pretty rough fires going on for folks. Beauty. Love it. Yes! We got him. That's fun. That's fun. Oh, that was too much fun. They've never seen that before. Yep, there's always something new to learn about this game. There we go. Pretty? $1.50? Yeah. Very nice. I like them. I think they're hilarious. You missed it, Flynn's. Oh. I mounted on the boat, right? Got on my mount on the boat here. There is a teeny tiny sliver on the edge of the boat where you're not considered on the boat, but you won't fall off. And the mage here had never seen anybody do that before, and they were like, what did they say? They were like, what? And yeah, so there's just always something new to learn about this game, right? They didn't fall. They went to look at it, but they didn't fall. I would like to. The question I want to know is, what time are we planning to eat?
Well, you said before.
Yeah,
Potatoes are.
that's good. Hi, bud. That
There's
is
not.
too long.
Great to meet you.
There's no time for cars. They're just as long.
See you soon.
A short show. A very short.
How
show.
about maybe cartoons, whatever they are. Whatever the D is, can't think of it now. That's the one. Yeah, no, I just wanted to know if I had time to do something. So yes, we have. Tomorrow is the garage sale day for our town. There's a whole bunch of it's a town-wide garage sale. So, you know, you sign up, you pay like $5, I think, to be part of the garage sale. But anyway, so this was my wife asked if she should make cookies to sell during the garage sale, because people have stuff like that, like kids have lemonade stands and some people have, you know, baked goods and whatnot that they sell, but not very many people do cookies. She's kind of the cookie lady. And so this was my suggestion. My idea was to do cookies, but to make them, well, I'll show them to you rather than try to describe them, right? But these are the iced sugar cookies that she made for the thing, right? So they're just plain circles in bright, you know, colors, and then they have the prices written on them. So they're just like the stickers, you know, that you buy at the dollar store to put your prices on all of your things there. So and she's got edible markers. So you can once you've got the icing and the icing's hardened, you can draw on the cookies with the markers. So just like you would draw with the marker on the sticker. Anyway, yeah. So that was my contribution to. So we'll see whether or not we actually sell any, I guess. But I would guess. But if you only sell a $1.50 cookie, then you're definitely not ahead of the game financially. But anyway, yeah. So it's cute. You know, it's a funny idea. Unfortunately, it's supposed to be pouring rain all day tomorrow, so it's not going to be nearly so many people out garage sailing as there would be if it was a nice warm day. But what can you do? You can't control the weather.
And when I have a garage sale, don't let me dollars. Price sticker.
Oh.
Because blue is useless.
Oh, it's hard to see.
You can't see anything on it.
Yeah.
If you have silver pen.
Or a white marker, like you could write it in white out. There you go. I'm just like, you can get, yes, white markers, silver markers, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so that's a fun thing for the garage sale. Yeah, we're gonna have time to go and do this, and then that's probably gonna be it for me. Unfortunately, my Hearthstone is down, but we will throw on every buff potion we can think of here. Eat a good piece of buff food, buff potions. When we land, we can do our last evergreen pouch here too. Sadly, it's impossible to get 7 Moro grain from one. I mean, if we see some more Angora soil, we could stop to pick it up. I don't have the totem I need to dispel the... We have to go back to Gadgetzan. I mean, thank goodness there's a bank in Gadgetzan, but... Not smart, Dave. Not smart. Well, at least I realized it now instead of realizing it when I got up to the top of the hill there, right? That would be worse.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend. We got 5. Wow. Have I got what you need? That I could help. Oh, well, you know, that's... Again, it could be worse. Like, we could have to go a lot farther than just Gadget Zen for access to a bank. That was the pit for my apricot. Oh. Okay, well. Nothing actually there. Stand up and stretch for a minute. I've been sitting for a while here again, too. Oh. Well, that, you know, wasted probably 10 minutes. Whew. All right. Well, I don't know how we fix that, but here we come. Enter to the bank. I guess we can drop off the I have an empty spot there. Oh, I think that's where we had the other bandages. I guess. I don't know. I guess technically we can put the...
Talk to me!
Talk to me! Alright, yes. We need the silver totem of Aquamentus. There it is. If we have to wear it, you have to use it in our offhand. Don't... Yeah, that's so annoying. We don't need that for now, I guess. Is there anything else we have in here that could be useful to us? I guess, like I said, we don't need the Mora grain in our bags right now. Everything else, I think, is something we could use. So...
Keep it real!
Wow, it's almost 5 p.m. and the air conditioner finally kicked on. Not even that far of a run to the...
How are you?
How are you?
Keep your feet on the ground.
Keep your feet on the ground. Okay. What? No. Not. Game. Or, not the game, it's the add-on. What are they actually looking for here? For one more heals. Dead mines. Why? Oh. Why is it showing that under Sunken Temple? Oh, okay, because it says we're doing miners first. 1 ST. The ST is what's flagging it for Sunken Temple. Weird the way these systems interact sometimes, hey? Alright, so we'll have to clear out a couple of guys near there. Yeah, we should basically try and head straight there as close as we can. We just see a... what do we call it? Devilsaur? Black by 22. This is going to be... One Goro soil there. Oh, you just spawned in. Well, maybe we're not going to find any Angoro soil while we're here. We really haven't made much progress at all towards level 60 today. Almost every, like, other than, like, when we were killing the Sprite Dragons, I suppose we got a few XP from them, but none of the whelps for the Fire Resist potion did us any good. My slash played is we actually checked not that long ago. It's basically 9 days, 14 hours. Felipe, thank you for asking. I don't think we can get up this. Ooh, rich thorium vein. There it is. Whoop. Now we've really gone and got ourselves stuck. Silly game. Yeah, so we're level 57 and a little over 9.5 days. It could be worse. I don't think we can get up here either. We gotta go over to the bridge. It's alright though. Ooh, Angoro soil. This is why. I could probably have done this in like 8 days played if I wasn't ridiculous. You know, I have gone out of my way, and then there's times when I just can't seem to run in a straight line. But I've gone out of my way to pick up Angoro soil, to farm for the Elixir of Brute Force recipe. Got really lucky with the drop actually, because I've never seen that recipe in the wild before. So that was cool. That's Ringo's cave, right? What am I planning to do when I reach level 60? Basically, once we reach level 60, the plan is to retire. I know that sounds anticlimactic to a lot of people. But I've never been big into raiding. And if you're not raiding, then there's no point in grinding, you know, like dungeon gear up for raiding. For me, the challenge is the journey, especially as a self-found player. We need to fight. Oh, well, apparently we need to fight him now. But yeah, that's basically the plan, is just retire. Retire the character. I mean, it's a long time. I will need a break from vanilla World of Warcraft when we reach that stage. Essence of Fire, you say? Our inventory is really jammed up again, isn't it? Alright, may as well use all these now. As later. Agility. Health. Brute force. Superior defense. I think that's everything we can realistically use. I'm going to hold off on using the fire resistance potion until we clear out the area just a little bit more. I should probably have eaten a food buff. I'll do that once this guy's down. I do want to have some room. I'm not sure if the guy has a cast timer. My heart rate's gone up already just thinking about fighting this guy that I have not fought since vanilla in like 2005. Coal, exactly what I wanted. All right, spider sausage. Oh, we gotta remember to put the frost oil on our weapon too. But those are both fair questions, Felipe. I am also a self-found character, so all of the gear that you see, all of the potions that I have all been acquired without trading, without using the auction house or anything. Alright, we have the food buff. Okay, so that triggers... Oh, that triggers the cooldown for our health potion. Boy, am I glad we popped that now ahead of time to give that time to cool down. And then the frost oil, I think, only lasts 30 minutes, but we can't kill the guy in 30 minutes.
The potatoes aren't enough. I've already got the chops ready.
This won't take long. Either I'll die or I'll survive. Yes, we gotta wait 90 seconds for the cooldown there to finish. Oh, is there any other? Oh, we can drink some Rumsey rum to get a little bit more, another 150 health. Everything matters here for this fight. All right, I've got a second. I may as well make another rune cloth bandage. Trying to stay cool. I mean, technically, we could have used Elixir of the Mongoose for even better crit chance, but... or we could have waited till we had... oh, that's ranged. Melee crit. Almost 15%. Not bad, not bad. Alright, we got 30 seconds left on that. Guess we need to... swap that so we can... Oh, there's a 30-second cooldown on that, too. Of course there is. Of course, these bindings have despawned, so... And of course, we don't want to land in the lava. That would be bad. I don't think we can really use... I mean, we'll try and use Thunderblue's Boot Flask. I don't think it's going to do any damage to him. He's a 55 elite. Oh, dear. Well, if we have to, we can run. Okay, first tactic is stun and heal. Then we potion. Then we have to bubble and bandage. And if... I guess we still got lay on hands after that, right? I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I am very nervous. Very, very, very nervous. It was a 56 elite! Because we're, how much health does Blaze Runner have? Are we really gonna do this? Blaze Runner. Two things I found to be important. Hits with a strike that sends you flying, right. If you do the quest leading up to, you get the silver totem, use it, yeah, duh. Tried to solo him with a 60 Paladin and got him around 5%. He spams a knockback that interrupts spells, yeah. He's immune to all stuns. Oh, good. Had to use lay on hands and a superior health potion and still only got him. Right. Oh, good. That doesn't fill me with confidence. I wish I had the add-on that tells you how much health he's got too. Maybe it says on the thing here, but elemental. He's got 8,000 health. That's not insane. Like we did one that was 5,500, but that was not doing much damage to me at all, right? We've got as much of a buff on us as we can realistically have. Come on. I guess the question is first of all, intellect. Do we have spirit? Agility covered, protection covered, strength covered, stamina covered, intellect. Yeah, we already have. We don't have a scroll we can use. That's only going to cover 9,000 damage, so the healing potion is the better, or 900 damage. The healing potion is the better option to kind of help with the. Oh, ah! Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, we've got the stopwatch to run if we have to, but I feel like this is going to go poorly. Oh man. Yeah, we need to use the scepter and then swap back to our proper weapon right away. Oh, he is just cooking us here. Nope, we run. Yep, not happening. Okay, well, you know. We tried. Maybe we'll try again at 60. Well, that was fun. That was worth trying. But that was not going to happen. So, that's that's the end of that. And I don't feel sad about it either. Oh, that's where my Ungoro soil was. That's why I have a thing there. Anyway, all right. So, well, we got away. That's the important thing. That's the important thing. We got away. Yeah, we got some really good buffs to run around Ungoro and look for more soil. But thank you so much, guys, for hanging out for the last, well, however long you've been here. We've been live for a little over 3 hours. It's been good. It's been fun. I like having the frost oil effect on there. It's very cool looking. So yeah, I have to work Fridays, or I have to work Saturday, Sunday. So I will probably be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I don't think I'll be able to. And I'm hoping either on Tuesday, well, I have to do a lot off stream if we're going to ding on Tuesday. We'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. Not this weekend, not Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday, not this weekend, but next weekend that we will hit 60. Because we've got enough left and we've wasted enough time today grinding the fire protection potion and whatever else. So it was fun. It was worth doing. We had some great chats and conversation while it was going on. So I am in no way regret what we were doing. Let's go raid Dunn. Let's raid Dunn, who's playing the Long Dark, which is either my favorite or my second favorite game. Depending on what day of the week it is and whether or not I've died in hardcore recently. But yeah, bless you guys. Hope you guys have a great night, a great evening, or a great morning, depending on what time zone you're in. I mean, all kinds of things can happen. And Swap that there. Oh, we just got disconnected. Imagine that. Imagine. All right. Well, we have activated the raiding protocol. I will now switch to the ending soon screen. And again, you guys are fantastic. Bless you. Take care. And do hope to see you on Monday when I'm live next. Bye-bye.